Hey there, survivalists. Welcome back to the channel, where we equip you with the essential skills to thrive in the wild, even in the harshest conditions. Today's challenge? 10 survival hacks in 10 minutes, all while battling the rain. Yep, you heard that right. We're talking about those life-saving tips and tricks you need to know when the weather decides to turn against you. So grab your rain gear and let's dive right in. Hack 1. Emergency rain shelter. When the heavens open up and you're caught in the middle of nowhere, finding or making a quick shelter is your top priority. Look for natural structures like dense trees with wide canopies. If that's not an option, grab your tarp or a large poncho and secure it between two trees, using any available cordage or even vines. Remember, you want to angle your shelter slightly so the rain runs off and doesn't pool on top. If you don't have a tarp, large leaves, or even your rain jacket can be used to create a makeshift roof. Hack 2. Fire starting in the rain. Starting a fire in the rain is no easy task, but it's crucial for staying warm and cooking food. The key is preparation. Always carry a waterproof container with tinder, like cotton balls soaked in petroleum jelly or even dryer lint. If you're caught off guard, look for dry wood inside logs or trees. Bark can sometimes provide a dry layer underneath. Scrape away wet bark and expose the dry wood within. Once you've got your dry tinder, use a ferro rod or waterproof matches to ignite it. Shield your fledgling fire with your body to protect it from wind and rain. Hack 3. Waterproof your gear. Nothing is worse than reaching for your gear only to find it soaked through. To avoid this, pack your essentials in waterproof bags or even Ziploc bags. This includes your matches, electronics, and extra clothing. If you don't have waterproof bags, improvise with what you have. Garbage bags, plastic wrap, or even leaves can be used to keep your gear dry. And don't forget to waterproof yourself. Use a poncho or a makeshift raincoat to stay as dry as possible. Wet clothes are a fast track to hypothermia. Hack 4. Navigate using natural cues. Rain can obscure landmarks and make navigation tricky, but you can still find your way using natural cues. In the northern hemisphere, moss tends to grow thicker on the north side of trees. Streams usually flow downhill and can lead you to larger bodies of water, which might be near civilization. Also, pay attention to animal tracks. Many animals head to water sources or shelter when it rains, and following them might lead you to safety. Don't rely solely on your compass, especially if visibility is low. Instead, use every clue nature gives you. Hack 5. Create a makeshift water filter. If you're caught in the rain and your water supply runs low, you can collect rainwater, but you'll need to filter it before drinking. Use any cloth you have, a bandana, shirt, or even leaves, to filter out large debris. To create a more effective filter, layer sand, charcoal, and small rocks inside a container with a small hole at the bottom. Pour the rainwater through this makeshift filter, and while it won't remove all contaminants, it will improve the water quality until you can boil it or treat it with purification tablets. Speaking of which, if you want to learn how to filter water in any situation, even in the most extreme conditions, I have something that might interest you. The Water Freedom System provides effective methods for filtering and purifying water no matter where you are, whether in the city, the wilderness, or a survival scenario. Check out the link I've left in the comments to learn more and be prepared for any emergency. Hack 6. Improvised rain clothing. If you're caught in the rain without proper gear, you can still stay relatively dry with some quick thinking. Large leaves, such as banana leaves, can be tied or pinned together to create a makeshift poncho. In a pinch, use trash bags, cut holes for your head and arms, and you've got a quick rain jacket. Even using duct tape to seal up the seams of your clothing can prevent water from seeping in. Staying dry is not just about comfort. It's crucial for maintaining your core temperature and avoiding hypothermia. Hack 7. Make a signal fire under the rain. In a survival situation, signaling for help is critical, even more so when it's raining. A signal fire can still be made in wet conditions with a little preparation. Start by creating a dry base using rocks or green leaves to keep your tinder off the wet ground. Then, build your fire using the driest wood you can find, protecting it from the rain with large leaves or even your body. Once you've got a good flame, add green leaves or damp wood on top. The smoke from these materials will be thick and visible even in the rain, making it easier for rescuers to spot you. Hack 8. Utilizing rain for drinking water. Rain can be your best friend when it comes to staying hydrated, especially if your other water sources are compromised. Set up a simple water catchment system using your tarp, poncho, or even large leaves. Funnel the water into a container or drink directly from your makeshift gutter. Just remember to purify the water if possible, as rain can pick up contaminants on its way down. Boiling is the best method if you have the means, but water purification tablets or drops can also do the trick. Hack 9. Staying warm in the wet. Rain can rapidly drop the temperature, and staying warm becomes a priority. If your clothes are wet, try to dry them out by the fire, but never strip down completely. Hypothermia sets in faster when you're exposed. Instead, add layers of whatever dry materials you have, even if it's just dry leaves or moss. Create insulation between you and the ground by layering pine boughs, leaves, or anything else you can find. Your sleeping area should be protected from the rain and as dry as possible. Heat retention is key, so use every resource available to trap heat. Hack 10. Field Expedient Drying Rack. Wet clothes and gear can be a major issue in survival situations, as they add weight and lead to hypothermia. To combat this, create a simple drying rack near your fire using sticks and vines. Angle the rack so that the smoke and heat rise up to dry your clothes and gear faster. If the rain is heavy, set up the rack under your shelter but close enough to the fire to get some warmth. Constantly rotate your items to ensure even drying. Remember, dry gear isn't just a comfort, it's a necessity. And there you have it, folks. 10 essential survival hacks in the rain, all packed into 10 minutes. Whether you're caught in a sudden downpour or you're planning your next wet weather adventure, these tips will keep you dry, warm, and most importantly, alive. If you found these hacks helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more survival content. And if you've got any rain survival tips of your own, drop them in the comments below. Stay safe out there, and remember, when the rain comes, be ready to thrive, not just survive. Until next time, stay prepared,